Hello geeks and gamers, my name is Jeremy. Thank you very much for checking out this video. And I've been seeing some things online. A lot of people are asking this question, so I wanted to chime in and give my 2 cents. So a lot of people have been asking about Justice League and who is going to get credit for the film. And that would be either Joss Whedon or Zack Snyder. Now, as most of you already know, unfortunately, Zack Snyder had a terrible family situation that forced him to have to step away as the director of the Justice League, and then Joss Whedon stepped in. Now, Joss Whedon was already working on the project, I guess, I don't know if it's a few weeks, maybe a few months prior to Snyder's unfortunate decision that he had to make. So now we've moved into where we've got a lot of reshoots. There's been a lot of changes that have been reported. I don't know how much of it is true. Anytime a big film goes through the motions, these reports come out. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. We have no way of knowing. But the question is, who gets more credit, or who gets credit at all? I think it's a very simple answer, but we are on the internet and everything is going to get convoluted and complicated when it's all said and done. The simple answer is both guys. Both guys get credit. It's about a 50-50 split. That's how it should be perceived and looked at. I think that there's a lot of creativity from both guys that are going to be implemented into this movie. I don't think you can deny what Zack Snyder has brought to this universe, whether you like it or not, and I hate it. But it is still a big portion of what's going to happen in Justice League is because of him, and he's put into motion a lot of what we're going to see. Now, obviously, Joss Whedon has a whole different style of filmmaking. And so I think that we're definitely not going to get a Zack Snyder film per se. I think you're going to see elements of both men. So I think both men deserve credit. What will happen on the internet is a whole different story. It all depends on how people feel. So if this turns into more of an Avengers type of movie, then the Snyder fans are going to just destroy Whedon and say it was all Whedon's fault, that it's terrible and he made it fun and stupid and lighthearted like the Avengers. But if it's more dark and grim, then those same fans will be ready to give Snyder all the praise. And then in the flip side of it, all the people that don't like Snyder, if the movie is really good and it's really kind of got a lot of lightheartedness and it's brighter and it's a little more easy to digest, then those people are going to be willing to give Joss Whedon all the credit. But if those same people think it's dark and gloomy and like the previous DCEU movies have been, then they're going to just throw all the blame on Snyder. That's how it's going to go. There's no objectivity on the internet. We all know that. But for me personally, I don't think you can give one guy more credit than the other in this situation based on where we're at, what's happening. If anything, maybe Snyder deserves a tad bit more credit. I mean, he did finish initial shooting for the film. Again, I don't know how much reshooting has been going on. I don't know how much you can believe a lot of the reports that came out, but that's my take on it. I think both guys should get 50-50 on it. Now, as a fan, I'm going to look at it from my biased point of view, just as most of you are. But I do recognize that I have some bias with the way I'm looking at it. I don't like Snyder's DCEU. I've never liked it. I do like Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman, and I enjoyed Suicide Squad. I didn't like Man of Steel at all. Didn't like Batman v Superman. Some people did. So it's going to be one of these divisive films, I'm afraid. We're just not past that. I mean, I know Wonder Woman wasn't that divisive unless you want to talk to James Cameron. But that's what's going to happen with Justice League, in my opinion. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a universal success and everyone loves it. But the way film fandom has gone in the last few years, especially with DC movies, I expect a very divisive movie, and it will be interesting to see how this plays out. So what do you guys think? Who's going to get more credit? Who deserves more credit? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We just have a lot of different content that we're going to be providing on a daily basis. So we look forward to talking with you. And you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.